What's up, guys? I just wanted to do a video real quick of where I started, or not where I started, but how I started out. Just show you what I started with and all that stuff. So here we go. All right, so first thing we'll go with is a weed eater here. No, I did not start with that head. It started with a regular string head. I just have it set up like that now. But this is my Husqvarna. What is that? 322L. Standard weed eater, you know. I think we got it at Ace Hardware. Actually, my wife bought it because she wanted to weed eat a long time ago. But there's that. It's done me a lot of good. Then we go straight to the mower. I got a 52-inch Exmark Radius S series. It's been a good mower. You know, I got it at Ganans. No sponsorship, no nothing like that. But it's been pretty good. The only thing I don't really like about it is just the blades. In this grass we have, mine's toast, as you can tell. But just the bahia we have around here, I've just been catching it, trying to keep good blades on it without having to take them off every 10 hours. You know, I gotta take them off every 10 hours just to keep them good and sharp, and then I'd have to sharpen them, put them back on. You know, it's not like they're wasted after 10 hours. But anyway, we started with this, and actually did not start with the trailer. I actually bought the mower. Well, I didn't buy it. I called the mower on the phone, got it. They had it set up, ready to go, and I didn't even have a trailer. So luckily for my granddad, he's been a lifesaver and a lot of stuff for me so far. I mean, it's not the prettiest trailer in the world, but it works. It gets me by. I'm grateful for it. His mower won't fit on it anymore. He got a 54-inch, and it's a John Deere, and it won't fit on here anymore. So he had to go to a 6-foot trailer. So he, you know, wasn't using this. So he let me use it, and I've had it since April. But like I said, he doesn't need it, so I'm grateful for that. So I started out with this. This is my startup setup. You know, that's it. I just had 2 yards to start with. Well, one, it was just cutting, weed eating, no blowing off, no nothing. And then the second one, same thing. Sorry. Second one, same thing. And the third one is where it started getting a little tricky. My third customer, they wanted the shrubs trimmed, and you know, they had a driveway. Well, you can always edge with your weed eater. And so I went and I just went to the dollar store, and got these 3. And that's what I did my first shrub job with, hedge trimming job with. And then this bad boy, a broom to do the driveway. Does it look clean? No, but it looks a lot better than if I would have just left all the clippings and stuff on it. So yeah, this is basically my first setup. I couldn't justify buying an edger yet. Let me turn this around. Yeah, I couldn't justify buying an edger yet, because edger, you know, they're 300 bucks. So I couldn't justify buying it for just 1 yard. You know, one driveway. It was a corner lot, but it was asphalt that went up into the yard, so it wasn't like a straight edge. So I couldn't justify doing that. and I got a second one with a driveway, and it, you know, it started getting more of an I can't talk. I'm just feeling like crap. I started being able to justify it a little bit more and more and more, and then I got this one huge one, and it had a walkway all the way around the front, and then a long driveway. So then I could justify buying an edger. And here it is. Hold on, I'm gonna cut you off and restart you. All right, so here it is. Sthil FC70. Is it one that you would find most commercial landscapers using? I highly doubt it. But for me, there's a little bit of edging that I needed to do. It works. And it's the curved shaft, so I really like that. And I mean, it's done great. I did have one problem with it. I think the second time I used it, it was actually in the same day. I had the big long driveway and stuff that I had to do, and then I started to go to the other house, my first house, with the driveway, and you could hear the shaft in there turning, but the blade would just do that. That's it. So I'm like, okay, something's not right. I took the blade off and cleaned it up, cleaned it all out. I don't I don't know enough about them to tear it apart, so I didn't want to tear it apart. It was brand new. I had it for a day. I had it tore that day. It was actually that same day that I got it. But anyway, I took it back. It was just the head wasn't all the way on right. They pushed the head in, bam, problem solved. So that was that. Luckily it was covered up. They covered it under warranty, of course. So that was that. And then I started watching YouTube and stuff, and I see everybody's got 2 weed eaters at least. So I'm like, why do you have 2 weed eaters? Well, then it dawned on me, if this were to go down, what would I use? That? You can't weed eat with that. So then I started looking at another weed eater, because like I said, if this goes down, I'm done. If this goes down, I'm still good, because I already did it. It'd take longer to edge with that than that, but I was still good. And oh, one more thing that whenever I got that long driveway, I actually got lucky, because excuse me, at work they had a push blower and the tire was messed up on it, and they said they couldn't get it to run. The mechanic said he couldn't get it to run. So I'm like, okay, well, I want it. I don't care. You just if anything, you can put a motor on it. You can get a motor for 400 bucks, maybe less, I don't know. You get a motor for it, right back in business, other than a tire. But I got it foam filled. But I had that. This has been a long time ago. I picked that blower up, and anyway, I brought it home. I cleaned the carburetor, and I piddled with it a little bit here and there, not very much. I'm talking 30 seconds to a minute max, other than the 2 times I cleaned the carburetor. I took the carburetor all the way off, put it back on, shot start fluid in it, it fired up, no problem, and then it died. Like, okay, well, something must be wrong. Well, 3 months rode by. I'm like, okay, let me try it again. Tried it, nothing. Took the carburetor back off, cleaned it, fired up, no problem with the starting fluid. Left it alone, left it there for another 2 months. And then finally one day I'm like, okay, something just told me just to check out the gas. So I open the gas cap, I look in the tank, that sucker is bone dry. It's been sitting in my yard 6-8 months, and it had no gas in it. And I wasn't smart enough to realize, hey, maybe check the gas. But you know, hey, you got a mechanic that's all he does is work on stuff like that, and he says it's tore up. You wouldn't think to check the gas, you know, but it was one of those sling blade moments. It ain't got no gas in it. That's all it was. So I got a blower for free. I had to put gas in it and foam fill the tire. But this is it right here. I pull it out in front. I don't want to show my junkie yard off. My wife will get mad. It's horrible. But here she is. There's not a whole lot to brag about, but hey, that sucker right there can blow. I love it. You know, it's not clean. It's old from sitting outside, but I mean, it's still, right now, it will crank up right now. So that's that. But anyway, back to the weed eater. So I decided to start shopping for a new weed eater. So I'll cut you back off and cut you back on right here. All right, here we go. Echo. Oh yeah, that ain't on the back side. Where you at? 266. SRM 266. I love it. I can't say anything bad about this sucker right here. I love it, love it, love it. I was at Home Depot, and I'm pretty sure, I want to say it was Ambrose that commented on it. But you just go, when you go to Home Depot, just go in there and look in your scratch and dent section or your clearance section or whatever, and a lot of times they'll have stuff like this. So that's what I did. That's a $300 weed eater I picked up for $150. You can't beat that. I don't think this Husqvarna here, I think it was more than that. I think it's probably 200 at least. But for $150, and I absolutely love that thing. I think, you know, from the Echo weed eater, and then I got my Echo hedge trimmers. I did make a video about those. If I can figure out how to do that, I'll put a card up here or something, but I ain't made it that far yet. Maybe I might get lucky, but if I do, it'll be up here now. Anyway, so I got that, and now I just use my Husqvarna here for a spare. Even though I still like to use it here and there, I put the brush head on it just for, you know, thicker stuff. If I got somewhere that's going to be really thick, I don't know how that light's doing, but if I got somewhere that's going to be really thick, I'll take the Husqvarna with the cutter head on it with me. If I got some fennel weeds or some dog broom straw, stuff like that, you know, I'll take that with me versus the Echo. But anyway, then let's go to the next step. All right, next step. Doesn't look like a big step, but it is a very big step, because you go from this to that. Yes, it is not the ideal plug-in, so you're limited to what you can do. I mean, it's not, is it the best thing in the world? No, but I was actually given this, so I am not complaining, not one bit, because what I did with that would have took me about 8 times as long to do with this. So buddy of mine hooked me up with these. I got him to come over and help me with the trimming job, and he had a pair. He had 2 pair, and he gave me this pair. The handle's broke, but all I do is I just grab it right here on the guard and use it like that. You know, it still works. I will still use them here and there. I still do. So Black & Decker, they're probably Walmart, I believe. I don't know how much they are. Fortunate to have a good friend that give them to me. So thank you for that. Thank you, Jason, for that. All right, and I told you guys about the push blower. you know, I was able to get that going, and I started using it. You know, the only thing with the push blower is tight spots. And my wife and I, well, all of us, the kids too, were at Walmart one day, and it wasn't too long ago, but we were looking. I'm a clearance guy. I love, if I go to a store, I'm gonna go to the clearance, I'm gonna go to the outdoor, the tools, and the outdoor section, like the outside outdoors, like the plants and stuff. I'm gonna check all them areas. So if you need me, we're at a big box stuff. Tell you I'm at a big box store, that's where I'm at. But anyway, we're looking, and I found this Greenworks blower, 40-volt lithium. And this right here works perfect in the little tight spots that wouldn't get to. I mean, it does perfect, you know. It's got a little turbo button. I mean, I don't have the battery. I left the battery in the house just now. But I mean, it works wonders. I love it. You know, it saved me a lot of aggravation. For one, like if people leave their garage door open, and I say people, I only had 2 with a garage, but still 2. But anyway, I'm rambling. You can't get up in there with that push blower. So what I could do is just get here with this handheld and just kind of go behind the car and blow up under the car, blow it all out to where I could get to it with that push blower. And that helped out a lot. That made it where it looked better. It didn't save me any time at all. It just made it look better, and the quality of what I was doing was better. So that's how I justified buying this little blower. Let's see, where are we going next? All right, I'll be back. All right, running out of room here. I'm trying to cram everything together. These are my hedge trimmers. I did do a video. If I can do it again, here we go. Right there, right here in the corner. Card. There they are again. SHC 225S. I got these. Because for one, I ran into. Oh, let me check that out. For one, I ran into a spot to where these wouldn't work. They wouldn't work. There was no receptacle, and I was at the mercy. I had to go back to these 3 guys, and it was gonna be over and over and over with them. Just a continuous shrub trimming. So I'm like, okay, well, if that's gonna be the case, then I can't depend on my electric ones. I have to go to gas then, because for one, the gas is gonna save me time, and 2, it pretty much lets you just go anywhere. You can go anywhere as long as you got gas. You can go anywhere. I can go out in the middle of a field and not be limited to a cord. And I knew I was going to be doing those again over and over. It's going to be a continuous thing. So that's how I justified buying these. Now the reason why I went with these longer ones is, instead of the handheld, like I think they're the 2620s. I'm not 100%. The handheld, just like these. The reason why I went with the longer ones is because, matter of fact, the guy that's right here right now over there cutting that churchyard, he said, you go with the long ones. He said he loves them. He said you won't want to go back to the small ones. And I agree. I like them. I love them. I don't have anything bad to say about them, period. But I do want a small pair. I do want to get a smaller pair of gas. Just for like small fine boxwoods and stuff like that. And maybe this year here, being that I got that customer with the boxwoods, I can possibly justify buying them. I can still use my electrics, and it won't be, you know, I won't be limited because there's definitely a receptacle there. But I don't know, it'll take a little bit more to justify buying the gas ones. And you keep hearing me say justify, you know, you have to make it to where, in my opinion, you have to make it where it's worth it. If it's not gonna, just so you can say you have it, it's not worth buying it. You know, if you're starting out like me, there's no sense in going out and spending you know, $500 on a pair of gas hedge trimmers whenever these, like I said, I don't know, I know they're not $500. For these trimmers and a 100-foot drop cord, you probably got maybe 150 bucks. I'm not 100%. You know, and then make your money, and then, you know, put a little bit of it aside so you can buy them. And that's what I did. And it saved me time so I could get on to the next person faster. So that's how I justified it. And plus that one house, you know, that had no access to electrical power, that's what limited me bad. All right, and now we are here at the blower. The Echo PB 580T. Oh, I got this at Home Depot as well. Now the reason I got this is because, for one, the push blower, it does it, but you know, you got the tight spots that you can't hardly get into with it. And then you got your little electric one here, which will get into the tight spots. But I've got a couple of people that want leaf cleanups. All right, well, to do the leaf cleanup, you know, that does the push blower does a fantastic job at moving a lot of material at one time. You know, but this little guy here, it's not gonna move a whole lot. It'll get a driveway cleaned off, but you know, it's not really gonna move a whole lot of material, you know, very good. So I got the backpack blower, and you know, I kind of wish, now I like it and everything. I really like the fact of this right here. This foam is super comfortable, and then right here where it blows the air up your back, that is freaking nice. I love that. Yeah, it's surrounded by a cage, you can't see it, but you got these little springs in here. I don't even know. Let me see. There you go. You got these little springs in here, so it takes a lot of the, you know, if you're moving around a lot, it takes a lot of that off of your back. Plus you got this good cushion foam, but this breeze blowing up your back, even the short amount of time using it, it feels fantastic. If you're just getting off the mower, you put this on to finish up, that helps cool your back off. It feels fantastic. But I do wish I would have got a bigger one. Maybe the 770 or the 8010, you know. But starting out, I can't justify buying a ginormous blower. But you know, I got it, I love it. And anyway, all right, so here's all what I got. First year, starting with, you know, my Husqvarna down there and my mower, and that's it. Would I do anything different? Yes, I would. I like it, but you think about it, after taxes and everything, when I got it, $7,200. Do you need to go out and spend $7,200 on a mower? No. Should I have? No. Did I? Yeah, I jumped the gun. I mean, you heard me say I bought the mower without having a trailer yet. If I could start over, I would not. I would have went to Lowe's, Home Depot, something like that, and gotten just you know, a good mower from there, just to see how it was gonna go for, you know, the first year at least. And if it crapped out, you know, I didn't lose a lot of money. You know, this, of course, you can get it fixed. It's got a warranty and all that, and the other one does too. But what I'm saying is, there's no need to get in over debted. You don't need to get in too much debt from the rip, because you don't know. Now, if you 100% know you're gonna make it, yeah, go ahead, get you a $12,000 more. But you know, this thing doesn't make it a payment in the wintertime. Remember that. Not unless you're doing leaf cleanups and stuff like that. But around here, I don't really have, there's not a lot that we can do. There is leaf cleanups, but not a lot. So anyway, this is it. 2013 F-150. This was my personal truck, still is. And this is it. This is my setup. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave me a comment down below. Send me how I'd like to see you guys' setup. I'd like to hear from y'all. I'm not sponsored by anybody here. Just throw that out there. Nothing. None of I bought all of this stuff with my money. And at the end of this year, I'm probably looking at making about $600 after I make my mower payments for the remainder of the year. So not a lot. And the reason being is because I kept putting my money back into my business. I kept doing that. I'm in it to make money, but I'm in it to make it grow too. So that's why I didn't pocket all my money and go on vacation, and then have to still be struggling with a weed eater, and then have to turn around jobs just because I don't have equipment to do it. I made this year here my growing one, my equipment growing year. And next year and year after, I plan on growing in customer base. That's my goal. I need to get some trailer racks, of course. That'll look great instead of having everything thrown in the back of the truck. But yeah, leave me a comment down below, like and subscribe. I really want to grow the channel, and we'll see how we can get this thing going. Thank you.